Hello and welcome back to a new round of PS4 Euro Series Tire 2 here on F1 2019. Of course, we're now at round 19 of the season. We're closing into the end. We are now at we are come to the USA Grand Prix. My name is R19. Some people may know me as YWR Pro 22, and of course, I'm not alone here today.
Hello, Björk Marnello, YWR Björkmar here, also to commentate on the Circuit of the Americas, the American Grand Prix. And small grid today, or what do you think?
Yeah, we have 8 drivers today, actually. Yeah, it's a real surprise to see so few people, but yeah, that's just how it is. Sometimes not everyone can drive. People are busy, maybe work or school, something important next day, and then of course then they can't race. But at least we have some drivers here to look at today, and of course there will be points for everyone.
If they finish, that is.
Yeah. And we are really prepared for today because we both commentated yesterday at this track also in TNRL, and also drove here, both of us. So we have a lot of experience to talk. We can take with you here today.
Yep.
And of course we can start with the tire strategy here. What will you say is the best one?
There's different options for this track. We have the soft medium option, which is possible, but you need to go with very worn tires at the end of the stints. Also, soft hard is a good option. Soft, medium, soft, a 2-stop. So lots of different strategies to pick from today. Do you have a favorite strategy?
Of course, this is not one of my best tracks, and with the tires here is awful. But I would take soft hard, but still that one, and with the tire temperature, especially on the soft tires, it gets so slippery out there on track, and it's so hard to take control of the car in third sector sometimes. But I would say soft hard, and for those who are real good with the tire management, soft medium.
I myself prefer the soft medium option, which gave me the win yesterday. So let's see what the drivers pick. I think Vital is the first man out on the track, so we could probably stay on him for now.
Yeah, we get the Williams driver here, and you see that in teams there are only 2 full teams here today. That's the Haas and Williams. So at least they can get some points here today, maybe. For
Williams points.
Yeah. And
just kidding.
also, of course, we're at race 19 of 21 now. We got this one, then Brazil, and then we got Abu Dhabi as the season final. And the championship is real close now. OSR Lewis is 4th. He's not here today, but theoretically, he got the chance to take driver championship, but he's not here today. He's gonna fall out of that. Antavarlo also not driving today, so after this race I'm not sure if he also still will have the chance. But Martin Bell, he's 29 points behind Sancho, and of course if everyone finishes today, we will still see that fight in the next week too, probably. It depends on position, of course, but I think the driver championship battle between them can actually stay to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. We see lots of drivers getting invalid here, with both Vital and Martinello getting a red track, but Sancho still on a valid lap, so we could maybe follow him.
Yeah, he's the championship leader. Pretty good results this season. He got 4 wins, and he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 podiums.
Great season for the Racing Point driver.
9 podiums for the Racing Point driver. So it's really good, and of course he also won the first race that we commentated, Hungary, too. That was the first race winner we saw here in Tire 2, and of course this season so far has been awesome. The half of the season we have commentated.
Hey, it's been a really great season with lots of exciting races, surprise podiums. We saw Babuji getting a podium last week, which wasn't expected at all. So I'm really glad I've gotten this opportunity to commentate here in RaceBet. It's been real fun.
Yeah, I think it was a real special last week for Baboon J. But first, just gonna take Sancho here over the finish line. He's on soft and he wants it to 1:32.3, and that's a good bankroll lap.
Yeah, decent, but he probably needs to get a second or half a second on that time.
But then last week, Baboon J gets his first podium, because early in the season, when you have finished, you've gotten 11, 12, 10, and 11 another time, and then he gets a podium. So that was a really good one. As Steven goes to pole position on 1:31.7.
That's a good bad lap. That's what we can see in the fight for podium positions today. Let's see if Martin Bell can compete with that.
First is Deadly flew here that got a huge challenge step in the with the pole.
It's a bit late of the line. 1:31.8. Was in P2. Then it's Ferry, I think, on the hards. No softs. No hards. Sorry.
Oh, but of course today we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams, and we can take a look at constructed because there it's really close now. In the top 4, Racing Point in first, Ferrari in second, McLaren in third, and in fourth we got Alfa Romeo. From Alfa Romeo all the way or up to Racing Point, it's only 15 points. So there's a insane fight there about the constructor. And then after that we got in fifth we got Mercedes with 130, Williams in sixth with 129, Toro Rosso in seventh with 126, and Red Bull with 122. So there between those from 5th to 8th it's only 8 points separating them. So that will be a good fight out the season to look at.
Yeah. Williams and Haas, who has 2 drives today, has no business in the constructors fight for the win. So, but McLaren, Alfa Romeo and Racing Point all have one representative here on the track today. So let's see what they can do. I think the next one is going to cross the line is Baboon J. We saw Martin Bell going up to P3 just now with 1:31.9.
Of course, Williams then, who is with that midfield fight, you can say. Williams is 1 point by Mercedes, leading that midfield constructor fight. And here today, then Williams can maybe pull off a little bit from them. And not secure 5th, but maybe get a little lead from the rest.
Yeah. You see Baboon J now coming to the line. Looks like he has a really great lap time with 2 purple sectors. Across the line 1:31.9, just ahead of Martin Bell, just behind that bit blue.
Yeah.
I think Vital is the next one then, he's on an invalid, then it's not him.
And on outlap is the next one is wide over Hades. Hades.
Do you have any favorites for today? Can we maybe see a surprise podium from one of the other drivers here?
I have to go back into pits, but Martin Bell knows that if he wants to get the Drivers' Championship, this is the race he really needs to push on. Because since he's 29 points at Brazil, it will be really hard for him if Sancho gets much more points than him today. So I think that Martin Bell actually is gonna get a good result here today and maybe get the win in front of Sancho, I'm gonna guess.
Yep. That's a good guess. I think those two will be the drivers fighting for a victory today. I know Hades has had some real great pace on the medium soft strategy here earlier in the weekend, but I think Martin Bell and Sancho will be fighting for the win, and maybe Hades will gain the last podium position. In close fight with SST Band, Deadly Flu, Baboon J, Ferry, and DJ.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna see. I also think that Deadly Flu can be a driver to look at today. I know I just got a feeling that he can be a driver that can get really good results here. So I'm just gonna guess that he's also a driver to look at. Sancho goes very far out in turn 1 there. Of course, we're not so many drivers here today. We're gonna try to keep commentating as much as possible. And if not, it's just to ask questions about the tire or anything here, and just ask us, and we'll try to keep a conversation going.
So, Ferry and Hades has not yet gained a single podium position in this season. Other drivers here. Mrs. Steven has a second place finish from Monaco. Eton has a third from China. And Sancho has lots of podiums. Martin Bell also. Deadly Flu has a third place finish from Hungaroring. And Mabuja, of course, had third place last week in Mexico. Yeah. So, two drivers not having any podium positions so far in the season. Now Sancho is the next one to cross the line. Within that time.
Look at him then.
Oh.
He goes fastest with just 800s there.
Yeah. Vitan also came in at 132.0.
Yeah, as you can see, Ferris on a hot lap on the medium tires in second sector now.
Medium soft strategy is a good strategy here, maybe the fastest one in the race.
Yeah.
But of course you need to be starting further back. So interesting choice from the Haas driver. Vitan. Oh, Martin Bell has spun. Yellow flags. Unfortunate for the McLaren.
Yeah, the first sector is kind of tricky with the S-turns there. And one of the things that is true about that those turns is that you do not want to go side by side in them. That could be very risky. Yeah. It's possible, but risky.
Yeah. Looks like the magazine back in Silverstone, the SS here in the first sector.
Yeah, I know that turn 3 and 4 is made for the Senna SS in Brazil, while turn 5 and 6 is for Maggots and Beckett's in Silverstone.
Oh.
I read it. I think I read it yesterday.
Oh, nice. So, who's the next start picking a lap time? I think it's just the ban.
Invalid. Martin Bell's spun, so it's not him too. Ferry, yes, that's the time we can go to Baboon J then. He's starting his lap right now.
Yep. Baboon J is currently P4, only 2/10 behind Virtual Pole, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Bell also starting a new hot lap right now. In used tires though.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's follow Baboon J. Be back on his lap time from his first attempt. A little bit wide there, but gets the car still rolling in on the valid lap. Really important to get a great exit out of this corner. Get a good top speed. Look, oh, that's not a great exit at all. And he turns down his DRS. And we could probably follow Martin Bell, or...
Yeah, we can see when Babunji goes into third sector if he's behind his time, and yeah, he's almost a second. We can go to Martin Bell, then he's the next car. He's also a little bit behind his time. Let's see now when he gets into third sector. 700 upon his time. This would be a... He will then go up to P3, yeah.
Second row of the grid.
Just gotta keep it through this last right or long right corner. It's turn 17 and 18 where Max Verstappen took an illegal overtake on Raikkonen in 2017. It made him lose the podium as Martin Bell go into pit again.
Now it's the Hades, yes, on an outlap, and Vietad also on an outlap. Shall we follow Vita then on the softs or had us on the mediums?
It's also a really beautiful time that Vita set here, just clean 32 lap. Also, so now I hope that you can get still keep, or maybe not keep that clean lap, but move to a better clean lap or faster lap.
Yeah, like 1:31.000.
Yeah, that could be a nice one.
Or maybe 1:31.69. Oh, and invalid.
Oh, well, that's a nice
We
one.
now. He just needs to save up his ERS, I think, and try a hot lap on worn tires. That will be his best call, in my opinion.
Cheers looks like he's still pushing.
Weird. Shall we follow Harris then, or?
I'm just gonna keep here at Vita because it looks like he's in a hot lap, and for me he's not invalid.
Second behind.
Second, yeah, then we can go to Hadis. Yes, want to drive not to set a time yet, still on the medium tires, or he's probably gonna drive medium soft.
Yep. I have driven a lot of practice with him before the race in the Norwegian League on Monday, yesterday, and he always gets the medium soft strategy to work really well. So he will be one to watch this race.
Yeah.
And see if you can get maybe past Ferry and up to P7.
Yeah, of course, the medium tires will be a little slower than the soft, so I think that the best medium tire could be a high 32, maybe.
Yeah. Let's see it coming through the last corner. 1:33.0. 009.
That is 9,000 behind V-type.
So we see every driver on the track now heading out for the last lap. V-type still on the pit stop. We have time to put in another lap time.
Yeah, we know that Hadis is also done because he can't do another lap. So next driver.
If he not tries another, maybe he tries another attempt on mediums though.
Yeah, it should be. But Buda is starting to step
I don't think so. Yellow's planning sector 3. But Buda is starting the hot lap now. We can probably stay on board with him. This he drives for the team owned by Ginter Steiner, the Haas team. This is his home Grand Prix. So let's see if we could get a pole for the American fans.
Yeah, maybe.
Purple first sector. A bit wide there, but it's okay. Gonna get a great exit here. Didn't get it last time. This time it's better, much better. Looks like a great lap so far.
I also just gotta say that V-Type, he got an out lap, but I'm not sure if he's gonna get to the finish line in time. He is on the long straight now.
That will be a rash race to the finish line, so we're excited to see if he can make another lap. I don't think he will.
No, I don't either.
Let's follow Babunji here into the last sector. Actually, still have tires on track, but, so he is finished then. Babunji into the second last corner. It's a really great apex, not too far out on the right side there. No, that's fine. Races to the last corner, hits the apex, bit wide on the outside curve there. Across the line, 1:31.5. Virtual pole position. So Vita did not finish and start his hot lap. Well, that's unfortunate. Who's the next one? Sancho, maybe?
Is that the flu?
And the flu.
And it's Martin Bell, Sancho, and Ferry.
Then the flu with the purple second sector. This corner is really tricky, but it looks like he nails it pretty well. Can he hit the apex of this corner? He does brilliantly. And overline, what can his lap time be? 1:31.3. Next one is Martin Bell. P5 at the moment. 3 tenths up on his lap time. Can he keep it to the finish line? 1:31.6 up to P3, and Sancho behind his time, and then it's Ferry. Ferry goes up to P7, and then we have the grid for today's race. Will you take us through, Oliver?
Yeah, just gonna wait for Illy to come up, and then the Flu take a pole position. Really surprising, that's a good lap from him. But then, then the Flu, the only lap from here today, takes pole position. Then we got Baboon J, Martin Bell, Sancho right behind Martin Bell, SST1, Vital in 6th, in 7th we got Ferry, and then we got Hades, only driver to qualify on medium tires. So he's probably also the only driver to do a medium soft. Or he's the only one.
Just gonna point out the nice difference between SST Band and Deadly Flu. 420.
Yes. Then we're gonna take in a race or podium predictions.
I'm still guessing Hades on the podium. I think Hades will be P2. I think Sancho will gain the race win, Hades P2, and Martinello P3 maybe. Just ahead of the Deadly Bunjay.
I think we'll get Deadly Flu on first place actually, and then I think Martin Bell and maybe. Yeah, I've seen that Hades can be really good on those medium soft strategies, so I actually think I gotta say Hades on third place. Of course, this is also a track where it's very easy to get some penalties, so that will do a lot. As it's 10 seconds remaining here for the drivers to get their strategy done, and now I'm gonna take you through the track, the 5.5 kilometers or 3.4 mile long track here with 20 turns. And now I'm gonna take you through that on the formation lap here. Just getting ready for the drivers to get ready. Okay, up to turn 1 then, and uphill here with Deadly Flu then, and it's a very wide part of the track. You gotta get a lot on the inside there, really attack the inside then. Then it's a fast corner, turn 2, 3, 4, and 5. That is, I would say 5 is the first corner there where you start braking. Then to turn 6, 7 here. Now we got 8 separating sector, what I was earlier, but in the second sector. Then over here in turn 9, then 10, down into the hairpin, then next corner, turn 11. So the hard braking zone. Here's also really important to really attack the inside curve here, and or inside of that corner. Then onto the main, or not main straight, but the long straight here. It's really, or this is the biggest chance of overtaking opportunity on this track. You can get really high speed here with DRS and overtake and maybe reach too. Into turn 12 then, a left turn before you go into turn 13. First corner is third sector then. Now we got turn 14 here. It's also sector 3 is lots of turns and also high speed, I would say. Into turn 15 and 16. And after that, the long right corner, turn 17 and 18. And yeah, I would say side by side here will be really cool to see. Then into turn 19, really important to not go too far out of the turn here. And the last turn then, turn number 20, and out on the main straight, and that is a lap here at the Circuit of the Americas.
So let's see here what the drivers can do. Really important for Hades here on the medium tires to get toe on the driver's head. The DRS is extremely powerful on this circuit, so if you can get DRS from start to finish line, you can probably hang on.
As we get the lights here, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out and away we go. Looks like a good start from Deliflu. Bad camera angle. It's a good start there. Also a good start from Martin Bell. Can he challenge Martin Deliflu to turn one? No, he doesn't. He back off. But Sancho down the inside there touches Deliflu and pushes him a little bit off. But Sancho now into P1 now. Deliflu loses places now, and it's not the best start for him. So yeah, it's very good, clean start. Real good from Sancho then.
Yeah. Martin Bell also. Sancho gaining 3 places, Esteban 2 and Martin Bell only 1. While Deliflu and Babunje both lose out on 3 places each.
Yeah, of course, it's not so much to say because we are only 8 cars. Then we can take a look at Titus. He's right on the back of his teammate. We'll maybe see some team orders here now.
No, I don't think so. So early in the race.
Oh, is it?
It's on Ferry.
Yeah, it's well, both Williams trying on Ferry there.
Ferry had a side by side there. Tries for the switch back. Oh, then they touch, but looks like they both survive.
But the two drivers fighting for the driver championship, Sancho and Martin Bell in P1 and P2 now. I think it's really important for Martin Bell to get some good points here today to still be in the fight for the next race at Brazil. So a car far behind there going a little bit wide. But I would say it's a good start. And nice first lap.
Clean start also. So let's hope we have great racing as long as we can with only 8 cars on the grid.
So Bunje going inside of Deliflu. And oh, they're still side by side and oh, they're switching places. Can he go side by side in this turn then? Oh no, Babunje has backed off. He backed out of that. I understand that. It's very dangerous to go side by side there.
Was it Deliflu who backed out?
Yeah, I think, or maybe. It could be. He's the one behind, so I think so. He's trying to go on the outside of Babunje then now. He sticks there, but he doesn't make it. Can he get some? Oh, is it Vital showing that in the mirrors that he is there? Deliflu now getting a good slipstream. ERS in high. He does it this time. Babunje trying to defend his place, and Deliflu has to go really wide out there. It goes on the inside, but Babunje tries on the switchback. Well, and really good fighting here between Alfa Romeo and Haas car. Still side by side. Can they do it into the next turn then? I'm not sure now that the Flu is behind.
Babunje has gained the position and is now right behind SSD Band, which has over a second gap up to the 2 drivers ahead, so we see both drivers ahead bridging the gap down already. Impressive.
Yeah, they are starting to pull from the rest of the grid. Of course, I think Sancho, both Sancho and Martin Bell have no thought, okay, I need to win today. I think they both are thinking that.
Probably right there.
First we had to see Babunje get a 3-second time penalty, and on this track, I'm not surprised when people or myself get time penalties. I would just say it's normal to get a time penalty on this track, especially in first sector. Also possible in third sector, I would say, if you cut too much there. But Martin Bell then now with DRS on Sancho. Can he make it into turn 12? No.
He's so early in the race, I think.
Yeah, he's too far behind. Ooh, and there's a touch there.
Is something wrong with Babunje's car? I've seen it ghost a few times. Maybe it's that glitch where the car ghosts when he makes contact with other cars.
Okay,
oh, this is Esteban? What?
Really close there, but Esteban braked really early.
Impressive fighting here from so many drivers at the same time.
Yeah, but also see who this is helping. Martin Bell and Sancho already 3 seconds in front of the rest.
Impressive driver from both of them. Let's see here, can Deliflu get back or pass Babunje?
see then into turn one he
DRS
goes.
goes for the inside line. He gets the move done, I think. Fabinho tries to cover him up, and they touch. But both cars stay hold. Ferry also passed Vitan. The two Williams now at the back of the grid. Williamses. Martin Bell now outside DRS. That's not optimal for a McLaren driver.
Of course, from then flew down, they're still really close. Then Martin Bell now inside sector, but I don't know if he got the DRS then. I don't think so. No, he doesn't.
SST Bando, Mabunje really close. Closes in, tries for the outside line. Goes for it. Mabunje tries to defend, squeezes him out, but SST Band has created speed into the next corner, has the inside line here, and a touch, and SST Band has gone past, but Mabunje had the inside line for the next corner. And I think he gets the SST Band on the switchback. And Renault is passed.
Oh, they're still side by side. Can it work then? It looks like it works. Then it's a loss. Oh my god. Mabunje real far out.
Vitan also mixing in there, and Hadis just watching behind. What a fight! And now 2 seconds for Mabunje up to Deadly Flu.
Yeah, since they're fighting so much. Oh, I think I saw some dive bombs into turn one there. Everyone has changed place except Titus. He's just staying behind and watching and joining the fight.
Sancho!
Ooh. Sancho with a 3-second time penalty. That's critical for him, and since he's in the fight with Martin Bell.
Yeah, important for Martin Bell now to stay clean of those 3-second time penalties and just stay in the DRS for the rest of the race.
Yeah. But there's not so much happening here except from the little DRS train here. This season, or the half the season that we commentated, what do you think about all the races we commentated?
There have been real exciting races. I can't remember a race which hasn't had a fight for a win or a podium or a surprise at the end, so it has been a really great season to commentate on, and so many different drivers driving well in different races.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah, same. Man, we see some different winners too. After we started commentating, we got Sancho have been winning, and Martin Bell has been winning, Paolo and Lewis, and we can also see that Deadly Flu has got a podium. V-Tide has got the podium, SST got a podium, Siski D. Warren got a few podiums, and yeah, it's many drivers. Also, Babuja got his first last week. There's so many drivers who got the chance to win and get on the podium here. Of course, the car racer got some podium, from Wills too. It's just so many drivers.
It's been a really great season with many drivers fighting for the win, and we see now many drivers picking up 2-second time penalties in the race, with some Martinelli picking up one as well.
Yeah, we'll also go ahead and say that I think Sancho looks I've been real dominating here. Of course, in the first 5 races that we commentated, he had podiums on all of them. It was Hungary where the first race we commentated where he got a win. Then at Belgium he got second. Then at Italy he got third. Singapore he got second again, and then at Russia he got first. He also got first at Mexico last week. He also got 2 podiums before we came here at Australia and at Canada. So I think he's really been a dominating driver here. Also Antavallo, he can get a lot of podiums too, but he also has a few races where he has been outside the points too.
Yeah. I think what we have seen with Sancho is a late comeback for the Drivers' Championship, as we see some of the drivers diving into the pits. Babunje and Vitan. But yeah, you said that Sancho has had a lot of podiums at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So he has probably improved a lot before the end. As Hades goes past Ferry, or Ferry tries to switch back, and he
I would
makes switchback stick.
think the other drivers are probably going on hard tires.
Oh,
But
yeah. Vital and soft and Babuja mediums.
so then Vita is on an 2-stop strategy.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's,
Could work though, so it's worth a try if there now comes a safety
yeah.
car, which I highly doubt.
I think so.
it can pay off.
But Harris is really close to Ferry now. Also, as Steven is so far away, but except from that, Jars are outside of the rest. But then Whitebear has on the inside of Ferry into turn 12, and he makes it with the DRS open, sails past him, and is now to P4 on his medium tires too.
Yeah. Sancho has now got a bit of a gap down to Martin Bell as well.
Yeah. But do you have any favorite race of the season?
Yeah, I was afraid you were gonna ask that. I remember Monza. Monza was a really great race with so many different drivers fighting for the win at the end there. I remember who took it at last. Was it Sancho?
It was Lewis. No, wait. Martin Bell. I remember him. We doubted him in the start with the strategy he did. Had the choice to win with tires. We doubted that he would get on podium, but he ended up winning.
Yeah, it was so impressive drive from Martin Bell that it was a really deserved win from him as well.
Yeah, I think I have to go with my oh wait, keep talking.
I also remember Hungary. There were so many different strategies in play there also, and although TTB iQuicks got the win on penalties, Stancher got the win post-race. So that was unfortunate for the Toronto driver, which I think he finished P13 and got moved up to first because of penalties, so it was completely insane.
Yeah.
I remember that race as well.
Yeah, I think that, of course, Hungary was our first race commentating because Charlie 2 had some problems with commentators, and of course then we stepped in and have been keeping out the season except Japan. And I would say Hungary was a really fun race. I remember not knowing so many names here, just a few of the Norwegian that we know. But I think my favorite from this season has to be Belgium. I remember the weather condition there. It was so tricky. Many drivers they're not. They didn't know what to go on, if they were inter or soft or medium. They didn't know, and I think it was just so cool to see all the different strategy they ended on at that race.
Yeah,
so I think my favorite has to be Belgium.
Yeah, to be honest, I completely forgot about that race with the weather at the end and that. But that was a really great race as well. If we now switch back to this race, Sancho's undercut Martin Bell really hard, and Vita also sails past the McLaren driver. It's now over 4 seconds between Martin and Sancho. So that's critical from the McLaren driver. Addis with his first 3-second time penalty for the race.
Can take a quick look at the driver championship then. Of course, Sancho leading. In second, we got Martin Bell, and we got Antavarlo in third. In fourth, we got Lewis. In fifth, we got Khan Racing, and we got Prime Vilsu, TTGD Warren, SST Ban, Vital, Deadly Flu in 10th, then we got Ferry, Hades, Samsaja, Waki as reserve, then we got Tenguo in 15th, Baboon J, Marcus is 17 as reserve. He is driving here time 2 now. I think he is in tire 1. In 18, another reserve, it's Bali. Then we got Joko, Young Lights in 20th, Kviti. Then we got 2 reserves here again. Osario Felipe, LL Heist, King Kiski, and after that, those are the ones. That is the championship at the moment.
A lot of drivers which aren't here today.
Something about the top two drivers actually in the race today. They're also having a fight about P11 in the Driver Championship, because between Ferry, Hades, and Samsace, they're all of those are on 47 points. We'll see that Prime Wheels is only 1 point behind Con Racing.
But none of them are driving here today.
That's true. Then we can take keep looking at Ferry and Hades today, since they're fighting for P11. Also, the Flu's a little bit in front of them, so he will probably try to get further ahead of them.
Sancho sailing past Ferry here on the DRS straight. Before the DRS straight, actually. Looks like he's flying today. Martinell on the right on the back of Vita tries to get past, but there isn't enough of a gap.
So we are at lap 10 now. Only two drivers who haven't taken a pit stop yet. It's wide over Hades and Ferry. There are still 9 laps on these tires. I think the closest we got now is Martin Bell on VTOD. We can take a look at them in the long right corner now. Of course, in different tires. VTOD on a 2-stop with soft and medium, as he gets a 3-second time penalty. Then we get Martin Bell and his problem is soft medium.
Yeah.
But
here, Martin Bell will probably be trying to sail past here into turn 1.
When do you think we'll see Hades going to the pits?
Around lap 16, 17, 18.
Yeah,
yes,
I think
soft tires are great for 10 laps, or great, they work for 10 laps, and he'll be keen to get on to those soft tires as fast as possible.
Yeah,
do you think around the same time?
If I would have one specific lap, I would say lap 18. I think.
Mike is really close to your mouth right now, so...
Sorry.
It's okay, it's fine.
Well, no,
so
but...
Vital here?
Yep. Yeah, a fight for the P3, I was going to say, between Vital, Ferry and Martin Bell.
Crucial for Martin Bell to get past here as well. Don't lose too much time to Vital. Dives on the inside. Oh, what a dive bomb! But the McLaren driver shows why he's P2 in the championship right there.
Good overtake and fair and clean driving from both drivers there too.
Yeah. Surprised that Ferry hasn't gone into the pits yet. Still probably on this lap.
He's on the soft tires and he's losing places now, so I think he's gonna go in this lap.
Yeah, he goes into the pits.
Yeah, it's very also something we haven't talked about is the pit entry. It's kind of a tricky one. You gotta be careful to not touch the wall there.
I remember when I started driving F1 in 2019, and I remember the pit entry on this track, it was impossible. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, but now it was much easier, and part of the learning experience to get better at pit entries and pit exits and so on.
Yeah. Now we got Martin Bell is real close to VTOD. They are 4 seconds by the Sancho.
Bundy with 3-second time penalty. Now we see the drivers getting a little more split out. Water between the boats, as we say in Norway. But Martin Bell and VTOD still fighting for P3 at the moment. Shall we see here? Martin Bell, real close. Will he go for the inside or the outside into the next corner? He will probably go for the inside line. Tries it, but he's too far behind now also. Oh, VTOD braking really late. Then he go for the outside move here. No, VTOD covers it off. Here then? No. VTOD staying ahead.
We see that Hades at the moment will probably come out in P7. When it comes out, he's going to be in a soft tire, so he will be a little bit faster and louder.
Yeah, do you think that he could probably... Do you think he could challenge Martin Bell and Sancho for the win, or is he too far behind?
I'm not sure. Of course, those are really important when you start in the medium hard. No, medium instead of soft. It's you have to try to drive away from the others right after they go into their pit stop, or when you see that they are having problems at the end of their first stint, then it's your time to just push, because that's when you need to do it. And I think, yeah, I'm not sure about a win, but I think you can fight about the podium today.
Yeah, I think right now Hades is my best bet for a podium place, although Deadlift is also in the mix there.
Yeah.
I think Older Drivers has a 3-second top penalty now. Not sure, but. But we will wait to check on the penalties post race, or what do you think?
Yeah, well, I think we can wait till after the race, as we got 15 laps remaining. See, Martin Bell really close on Vita now, but still not close enough.
No. Vita defending really great on those, really well on those soft tires. Has probably great land speed setup.
Yeah, could be a very different setup too here. Satchel gets another 3 seconds.
But yeah, so 3 seconds down to Martin Bell, so it's not a, do we say, problem yet.
Yeah, but he also
Martin Bell.
He did get a 3 second earlier too.
Yeah, so now he has 6 seconds. I think Martin Bell has 3 also though, or?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be. I can't remember seeing it.
He definitely goes past here before the SS, and now he's into P3 and needs to push. Can Vita get back at him though? We have seen some great straight line speed from the Williams so far in the race, as SSD man gets a 3 second time penalty. Oh, and he outbreaks himself, and that is probably it. Can't get past here. Thank you very much. Now Sancho real close on, or real close, other 2 seconds behind Hades.
Like I said, I'm really, of course, after this race, we still got 2 races. I'm really looking forward to those 2, also because of Brazil and Abu Dhabi. Some tracks I really like, and also something interesting from Deadlift Blue. So now that he wrote earlier in the Discord that this is the first pole he has ever gotten in any league. So congrats to him then today with a pole
congratulations.
position.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, both me and yeah, it goes into bits, but both me and Bjarkman here knows that getting the first pole position is really fun.
Yeah, I remember my first pole position. It was really great experience. Puts a lot of pressure on in the race, but you know that you have the pace then. Although he hasn't had the greatest race so far, he's lost 3 positions, but he's still in the podium fight, so let's hope for him he can get the podium today.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to try to take a look at Hades' tire. If you go on T-Pod, you will see, you can see that there's a lot of tire wear on them now. Come and take a look at his driving now. If we see that he struggles. I think this Sancho is only a second behind him now. And yeah, Hades the only driver to go on soft and medium, no medium soft.
Yeah.
So right now,
still time for him to pit as well.
Yeah.
Where do you think he will get out?
I think now that SST ban is 26 behind and Vita is 24. And I think the average pit stop here is about 20, 22 or something. I'm not sure. There's something around there.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I think I will get out in front of Vitad, maybe. If not, he will. I think he will be right behind Vitad. I think.
Yeah. Is he Sancho now inside us, or no, just outside? A second on Hades. Is the engine glitch on Sancho for you too, or just me?
No, just you.
It's my bad, I guess.
Well, so that sound is always so amazing. Right now, I don't think we got any car with that.
Oh, Hadas with a 3 second time penalty. And Martin Belt soon within 3 seconds on Sancho. So although it's not a race on track, it will definitely be a race. Mind race. Will Sancho try to push on a bit harder to get to hold the gap where it is, or does he just save it in? Same with Martin Bell, does he push for the last tenths or save it?
But Kirk said, I would say that whatever had a pit stop or pit window is opened on this or opened on this lap.
Yep.
But I would still maybe go 1 or 2 laps before I do a pit stop. As Sancho gets past him and outside into turn 12. But Hadas trying to stay on then.
Yeah, Sancho has got past, and it's probably inevitable for Hadas as well. Now have to try and stay behind him as long as possible, maybe get the DRS for the next 2 straights. No, it dives into the pits.
There will be 11 laps then on those tires, on soft tires.
So far, I don't think we have seen any drivers speeding into the pit lane.
No. But now I want to take a look at Hadas and see where he comes out. If we go over to Vito then, since I thought he was going to come out the front. Let's take a look at him then.
What's happened? Oh, just a glitch, I'm sorry. He's behind the
see
Blue
now.
Jay. Oh, he comes at real closest as Steven.
Yes, actually coming out in front of us, Steven.
It's a real big pit stop from the Williams team.
So that means if you take a look at the leader, he's now... Well, it only took about 80 seconds then. That pit stop.
Yeah.
So
That's nice.
is right behind Babunji now, he's on soft tires. While then he got a little bit of gap after Deadly Flu. But I think that's actually going to challenge Deadly Flu.
Yeah, challenge Martin Bell as well.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe a bit far. But
That will be a bit far, but I think Deadly Flu could be a possibility under 10 seconds in front.
Right on the back of Babunji here though, opens the DRS. He will probably be trying for diving on the inside here. Goes for it and he brakes, and he brakes late, and he brakes, and he goes past.
Well, that's a very brave and awesome overtake from Hadas there.
Yeah, and he needs to get it done to use those soft tires to their maximum potential.
7.4 seconds behind third place. And I think that Hadas really wants a podium here today, especially with so few drivers. So he's a driver we gotta stay on to later on. But now Vita is also very right on the back of his Steven.
Yeah. And Vital has gone for a 2-stop, so you need to use those fresh mediums. That's the DRS here. He uses the overtake mode on the Williams, and with SST has really good straight line speed. Goes for the inside line, and he outbrakes himself. SST on the switchback. Oh, they're side by side. Vital will have the inside line here in the next corner, but he has to brake a bit. And SST gain or holds the position. Really great driving from both.
Yeah.
And look at Hadas though, he has already 2 seconds down to Babunji and a purple first sector. He's really flying out there.
Flying Williams today, and also that we, for those who doesn't know and haven't read it, that or last week, at the end of the last week, we got a news about Williams too in real life.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
they're up for sale, or
which
kind
was
of Vita.
Yeah. So, yeah, Vita got past SST in there. But yeah, the news for those who don't know is that Rocket, I don't know how to say it, is no longer a sponsor of Williams or for Williams. So there, Williams losing a sponsor, that's a loss of money too. So it's just to keep on watching the, I don't know if you can say Formula 1 news, just to look at social media to see what happens with Williams. Hadas then already 5 seconds behind the Flu. 4 seconds in front of Babunji. It's amazing.
And of course now, inside 3 seconds on Sancho.
Yeah, with 9 laps to go now.
Yeah, but as you said about Williams, it will be really sad to see them, what should we say, removed from the sport or not having a chance to participate. They are, of course, the second most winning team in the history of Formula One.
Yeah, of course. At the moment, Williams is one of the teams that's still in the grid and has been there for a very long time. And in my opinion, Williams need to stay in the sport, or I hope that they still will be there.
Yeah, same. So now it's a bit of a boring race, but we thought soon within a second of Babunje and had us 4 seconds behind Deadly Few. So 2 battles coming up. Williams drivers has really had a good strategy today, it looks like.
Yeah, and of course the drivers on mediums, or most of them, are trying to get lots of tire on them too. So and Harris on fresh soft. They do hold many laps here on this track, and I will say they're good tires until lap 6 or 7. After that, you will probably start feeling them.
Yeah, I agree. Martin Bell! And now the race win is looks really tough.
Yeah.
Because with that 3-second time penalty, has 6 seconds, just as Sancho has. So you need Sancho to get another 3-second time penalty, or just close the gap up completely. But now Vitar inside the second of Babunje, Williams versus Haas.
Now Hyde under 3 seconds behind Deadlift Blue. Maybe I think that he will strike in about 2 or 3 laps.
Haas is flying.
Yeah.
How has he done that? But now Vitar and Babunje on the back straight. Babunje has no. Vitar has the DRS, closes up, he has straight line speed, and he tries to dive. No. Babunje keeps the position. Yeah. So, quick question: who do you think will gain the win? Who will think gain the last podium place?
Today I think, of course, we had this little prediction start. I've seen some penalties, and I don't know. I'm not. I don't know. It's a hard question. What about you?
Just gonna have to comment on Vitar here against Babunje, and then I will give my prediction. Goes on the outside there. If he makes that, Six is a really great Williams driver, and he almost makes a stick. Great defending from Babunje there. But I have to say, I think Sancho will now pull it through. He just has to stay fit in and not get any penalties and be safe and gets the race win. And Harris' soft tires will be wearing out. I don't know how the penalty situation is between Harris and Deadly Flu, but I think Harris will finish first.
Yeah,
and open race.
Of course, it's 7 laps to go, and he's.
Oh, Vital!
He touches the wall, but he did stay away from wing damage there.
Yeah.
Of course, Hendes is 13 seconds behind Sancho at the moment, so maybe he could go for the win. He's now only 1.8 or 1.6 seconds behind the little.
Yeah. Those two will be 2 drivers to follow to the end, and now we have another battle forming up: Ferrier versus Vital.
Yeah.
So Vital's still in the fight against the Haas, just P7 now instead of the P5s.
Yeah.
So he has still got a chance.
As Hades gets into the main straight here, uphill towards turn 1, and it's only 1.2 seconds by the little. Maybe he can get a chance on the DRS straight in sector 2. If they're a little bit behind, but I think it could be a possibility.
Yeah, everything is possible here. And also those tires from Deadly Flu and Martin Bell and Sancho, they'll be getting lots of wear, so they need to be careful on these last laps to not overdo them.
Yeah, it's just if you can go into your pod. Yeah, it doesn't seem so bad, but of course they're soon gonna start to feel them.
Yep. Paris can't completely get inside the second of the Deflu and into the DRS, so that's a bit annoying to him. But he's almost there.
Real close then, with 6 laps to go. Also, with the Bartabella stat show, there's a fight there with penalties about first place, but on track 4.7 seconds, and I don't think that's gonna close in so much in these 5 laps left. But now Hades is inside 1 second on double flues. Still doesn't get the DRS. Could he have a DRS failure, or is it maybe just a detection zone?
I think he was just outside because the detection zone is so early then.
Yeah.
For that DRS straight, but now he's definitely inside the second and will get DRS on the next straight. If he doesn't have a problem, I am not sure. Let's see. 0.7 seconds between the Alpha and the Williams here. I don't think that Deflu has a lot of podiums. I know we have a 3rd place finish from Hungary, but I think that's his only podium this season.
Yeah.
But let's see. Hades here, right on the back, has the DRS, and he's real close now. We'll go for the inside or the outside, and he goes for the inside line. And looks like he gets the move done. Tries to come back on the racing line and gains the position pretty easily there. Up to P3 for the Williams driver.
That's provisional podium. You got 7.3 seconds up to Martin Bell. I'm not sure about him getting up there in with 5 laps to go. Of course, the medium tires are reborn now, but it's at this
Soft tires as well.
Yeah, it's at this point that the soft tires will it will start to feel them.
7 seconds is a lot of time also, so it will be hard for him.
Yeah.
Not like hardened tires, but hard for balance. Little pun there, sorry. Perry also inside the DRS now, so maybe we can see a battle for P6. Didn't get the DRS either. Do you have a driver today? Or is it too early to say?
Because we've seen commentator curse before, so I don't want to say anyone yet.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna wait till checkered flag.
That Deflu has all now lost out on the DRS from Hades. That doesn't benefit him at all. And with his low DRS percentage, it will be hard to keep up with the Williams driver on the softs. But he will try. As I said, I don't know how the penalty situation is between them, so you can just stay within 3 seconds. That could be the difference of a podium and a P4 as Sancho gets a 3-second time penalty.
We can see some penalties in the top there today. It's kind of critical for the drivers there.
Yeah. If Martin Bell now hears that Sancho has a 3-second time penalty, he will be probably pushing on the last laps.
I also think so. Of course, the only inside 1 second now is Ferry and Steven. Haas and Renault.
So we can probably follow them.
Just behind them is also Vitad with only 1.5 seconds. After almost crashing into the wall earlier. Would be a disaster for the Williams there.
Yeah. I think that was the only other flag this session. as the team gets a 3-second time penalty. I don't remember any other yellow flags race. Do you?
You're lagging a little bit now.
Sorry?
What did you say? We have more.
Hello.
There. What did you say?
Yeah, what did I say? I forgot.
No,
oh, yeah, it was the only yellow flag this race was when we almost crashed into the wall.
yeah.
So it has been a really clean race today.
Yeah, that was what I thought. Oh, a fight between SST and Ferry now. They're real close then. Could it be a last lap overtake? And with 2 laps to go, I'm not so sure about how this getting up to Martin Bell and Sancho on track. Of course, he does feel the soft stars now. We take a look at the stars. Yeah, it starts to see them a little bit.
Martinel closing. Oh, as Harris gets a 3-second time penalty. But Martinel is closing in, only half a second behind the 3-second gap that he needs for the race win.
Yeah.
So let's see here. We can pull it off. Ferry also really close on SST Van now.
Do you see that every driver has to the one stop except the Vital? She's gone on a two stop, and since he's also still only 2 seconds behind Ferry, so he still on 2 stop. He doesn't lose so much time.
No, he was fighting with Bunjay for P5 a moment there before he almost crashed. So a 2-stop wasn't really a slow strategy today.
Ferry gets past Steven.
Yeah, great driving from Ferry. So now has in P5 and P6. As is the rest. Really Formula 1. As in now we'll probably be hoping to get back past the next arrest rate, as Martin Bell is just outside 3 seconds here. This will be what we call in Norway a rat race. Maybe we call it in English as well. So Martin Bell here, 3 seconds behind, just as the man dives into the pits.
He's gonna probably run fast lap then.
Yeah.
Yeah. There goes.
Then flew back in a second only behind Harris.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing Deadlift getting any penalties.
No,
he may have some.
There gets a 3-second penalty. I thought you just jinxed it because I saw a long name coming up with a penalty there, but it wasn't Deadlift, it was you what a Bunjay. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't remember or recalling seeing any penalties from Deadlift either.
Does this mean that Titus actually could miss his podium and get a P4 maybe?
Let's hope for his sake not, let's hope for Deadlift's sake he doesn't. So
Martin Bell then closing a little bit of Sancho, but since Sancho is crossing the line going into the last lap now with 2.6 seconds after Martin Bell, I think it's gonna be really hard for Martin Bell to get that move.
Deadlift there, you jinxed it, Oliver.
Yeah.
Commentators cars. But now, on the second last DRS straight, will he try to get the move down here, or will he stay ice cold and wait for the next straight? He doesn't push to get past. Maybe he knows about the penalties. He just stays behind for now.
Just gonna have our camera at Sancho here. Look at or we don't know what penalties, but he's leading the race and it's an incredible race today. Did a massive undercut too.
I'm shouting out if Deadlift tries to go to get past Harris.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow flag. That is SST Band just preparing for a hot lap. Alright.
Then Sancho gets
Yeah,
into the
that
third
is who's going
sector.
for it.
That's it. Take a look at him first then.
We go here, side by side. Harris goes defensive, then flew on the right side of the track, on the outside line into the next corner. Harris tries on breaking and a touch, but Harris stays ahead, I think. No, that inside line for the next corner. He tries to defend pretty well. He keeps P3 on track.
I just have to break in with Sancho then. Getting into the last corner. It's been leading a lot of this race. It's gonna cross the line on the track in
Martin Bell!
And Martin Bell spins around.
Bell.
And could that have made him lose his win maybe? Because of penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sancho had 3 seconds more.
Almost cost him a second place as well. 0.8 seconds ahead of deadlift.
But then Babunje taking P5 here today. Ferry P6. Vita. Oh, Ferry jumps Vita and Vita jump. Here are lacking a lot now, Björkmore.
P6 for Vita and Esteban. Sorry.
But Martin Bell, if he hadn't spin, he would actually win then, because he had 3 seconds less than Sancho and he was inside 3 seconds. But this is Esteban taking 8th place, and all the cars got to the finish line, or the few cars that we had here today. And hopefully next week we will have more cars on the grid. And especially also on the last race. But then Sancho taking the victory here today, and Martin Bell in 2nd, and then Flew in 3rd. At 4th we got YWR Hades, in 5th we got Ferry, then we got Vitor, Babunje, and SST Ben. Oh, and I was right without even looking. But yeah, who would you give drive today?
If I'm not lagging, I will give it to Hades.
Yeah, probably the same. I will give it to Hades. He was almost get a podium here, but penalty, so he didn't get one. But 4th position after starting on 8th with a medium soft. So drive today goes to Widerborough Hades from both me and Bjartmar here. And of course, we just say
I will give an honorable mention to the Deadly Fluido, which gets his 2nd podium place of the season.
Yeah.
And Paul as well. It's a really great achievement. So either one of those two. Although the other two drivers also drive a really great race today.
But then thanks for watching, and of course come back next week to see the last last second race. There we got at Brazil, and the drive championship could be decided there actually. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.